Welcome to another battle report where we try and learn to be a better gamer. This time it's Beastmen versus the Greenskins, something I'll be practicing with my coach very shortly after this. As you can see, I'm taking to the field a lot of centaurs, some bowmen, and a little bit of infantry and a flying lord to get spells off. I'm doing this mostly trying to take advantage of the perfect figure, trying to tear apart his many cavalry, which I thought the Greens game would take, but instead he went for a very elite build. The new giants, double spider, and a lot of big guns, big boys. So I had to change my tactic on the fly. Getting a bit of a damage in here. Nice bit of a tickle while cutting back, which was my intent, but then only for the cavalry, but looks like it works fine here. Keeping the spiders busy with infantry while they get shot to pieces on all sides, and designing where to put in the cavalry, which was actually meant to countercharge his cavalry, but that's fine. Yeah, that's a big clump, that's a bit of whoopsie on my part. I punish him as well though, the spider and his big ones with a bit of a pendulum. Over here I'll be casting something shortly. I do think, or no, I'm trying to get the catapults offline by keeping them busy. Meanwhile, lots of people are getting shot. Oh, that's funny. So his big units are getting caught up. Now his caster is threatened. Spider is routing so much firepower, taking these back out for a while, then charging them back in. I want to have them overcommitted in battle. This expensive giant is just swatting some raiders, which is good value for me. Maybe bad value for him, but now his war comes. It's a bit dicey. But his cavalry shut down. Spiders caught up on spearmen. The centaurs taking out his lords, and everything else is just grinding through the big orcs, but with a lot of fire support. It's not too bad. Now the giant is getting a lot of shots in as well. Basically just walking away in all directions while firing, which was the main plan of this battle. Here another pendulum. Decent bit of value, mostly enough just to break Wurzag. Another flock of doom causing a bit of damage on top of that. Busy. Well, Malagor keeps his unprotected cavalry busy. This will need to waddle all the way back now, so I'm deciding to put more pressure on this while the giant is getting taken apart from all directions, so not much change since the patch. He might not have expected so many shooting from me. Then again, I didn't expect so much big single entities from him. Well, my army got to deal with it just fine because it's an army with a lot of range and mobility, so I could just kite the stuff that's scary and then focus it while running in circles. The giant is taken care of. Took more damage than normal, of course, because of the extra armor they get, but in the end it still falls. This is shattered, so Malagor can come back if it's still on time. Repositioning units so they don't get blobbed up, and all taken down by a single spell. Getting units out of here so the remaining units can get peppered by arrows from all sides. A bit slow on getting Malagor back, but that's fine. Still have a bit of magic, so Malakor coming back should help. But honestly, at this point, his spiders will just keep getting stuck on cheap units, while a ton of other cheap units fire on them. Wurzak managed to rally, but I won't save him for long, of course. As there's so much damage coming in that it's basically army losses. And we take a nice decisive victory against the Greenskins. Not like we intended, because I was expecting a very wide cavalry-focused build. But in the end, I'm glad that this tactic that I had devised for such a strategy also worked very well on this one. These are slow, so they can get peppered. And also the big targets. So if you look at value, it's probably a little bit on everything. Actually more than I thought. Yes, the infantry is mostly roadblocks. And then if we look at this, that's almost no value at all on none of these. Because they spent most of the time walking. So hopefully you learned about this matchup a bit. And I'll see you in the next battle report.